Okay, today I am going to show you how to make one of the easiest chicken and rice recipes you ever seen. First, you want to get chicken, whole chicken, little hen, something small. You don't want nothing really big, and then you want to boil it in some water. So normally I just get the chicken. You'll see how simple this is. You get the chicken, you put it down in the water, then you turn your stove on and you let it get to boiling. And you go from there. And then when the chicken comes to a boil, I will show you what's next when it's all said and done. Okay, there we go. When your chicken starts to look like this, it's all boiled down, it's cooked. So you want to save all this good water, that chicken broth, for your rice. Scoop out your chicken so you can debone it to put in your chicken and rice. So you're going to scoop out all that chicken. Get all this little stuff out that you can get out. And be sure you don't get no bones, but you want to get everything out of there because that's what makes your chicken and rice good. You use that to make your chicken and rice. You don't use water, you don't use nothing. You use what's left for the chicken broth in your rice to make it nice and creamy chicken and rice. So let me pull apart this chicken and then we'll get started on the other. Okay, here's my chicken. Got it all pulled off the bone. Took my chicken broth and I dumped it in another container so I can measure it out. I got 3.5 cups of chicken broth because I'm going to do 3 cups of rice. You do same cup part rice, same cup part chicken broth. So 1 cup of rice, 1 cup of chicken broth. So I did 3.5 because I want a little extra. I don't want it a soup, but I do want it creamy. So I have my rice ready, have my chicken, have my broth, and then I dumped out my chicken broth over here so I can add more if I need to as it cooks. But right now I need to get my chicken broth to a boil so I can add my rice and then we'll go from there. Okay, as you can see, the broth, is coming to a boil, so I'm gonna dump my rice in there. And I need another cup, so let me add another cup of rice because I'm doing 3 cups of rice, 3.5 cups of chicken broth. And I dump another cup of rice in there. And I will give it a good old stir. So my rice will actually be cooking in chicken broth. That's what makes it taste so good. Like I say, I'm going to let that cook. And I'm going to see how it looks. I don't want to jump your chicken in yet because chicken's already cooked. You don't need it cooked no more. So now I'm going to turn that down to a simmer. Put the lid on it. And let that cook until the rice is about done. Then I'll dump my chicken in, see if I want to add a little more chicken broth to that or not. So we'll go from there. Okay, as you can see, rice is done. There's still some liquid in there, which is great because that's what I want, because I want it creamy. I don't want it dry. I'm going to dump my chicken in now because, like I said, chicken's cooked. It don't need to cook no more. I'll stir that all up. Probably could have made a little more rice, but I mean, you gotta have some chicken. Okay, so that chicken's gonna kind of soak up. The rice is soaking it up. Vibrate. So, I mean, that's the tension. You want your rice to be like that. I don't. So, I'm gonna go get a little more chicken broth. Dump it in there. Dump a little more in there. Probably about almost another whole cup. Another cup of chicken broth in there. You see how that goodness in chicken broth. See how it's nice and creamy. And you got all that. Okay, it's going to cook a little bit more. I turned my heat off because it's hot. Pot's hot. So, you know, I don't want all that chicken broth to just evaporate. I want it to kind of just soak in. So see how you got a little bit of that juice in there? That's what you want. You want juice. You don't want soup. I mean, you can add a lot more chicken broth and some water if you want to make chicken rice soup. But I don't want that. Now you can just salt, pepper to taste. I like a little more pepper, a little salt. Taste it to what you like, but that's pretty much it. Pretty simple, pretty easy. I mean, this take you probably a little over an hour to cook this. That's just boiling the chicken down and doing everything. But anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoy.